Good evening, everybody. Match day 3 of the Champions League, and we are back with another watch along slash reaction. And it's Chelsea versus Malmao in the match day 3 of the Champions League, and it's a crucial one. After losing against Juventus, Chelsea will look to climb up the table by adding points against Malmao at home, and after another 2 week gap, they will play a Malmao again in their home. So it's a very crucial one that they get some points on the board and really get that bridging gap against Juventus as well. Although you never know, Juventus are still in it because Juventus are a team that have a lot of points and they have won a game against Chelsea as well. So it will totally depend upon Juventus as well. If they were to drop the any points, any basically against Zenit, Zenit gave us a lot of competition. Zenit actually gave us a hell lot of competition. So let's see what happens now. Three changes in tonight's side. Jorginho back in, Silva back in, Mason Mount back in, and like in Champions League action, they're back in, of course. And if you're including from the Premier League, so there are a lot of new faces in the team that are back and fit, of course. Thiago Silva missing the game due to the suspension as per the Brazilian quarantine, and he's back. Rudiger is back from injury. Mason Mount makes way, and alongside him, Jorginho's back in the midfield. And after a long gap, no Loftus-Cheek, it's Jorginho and N'Golo Kante, our staple partnership in the midfield. And that's a good thing, right, for Chelsea to have a lot of partnerships in the midfield. Not always a good thing when you are in consistent form or if you are winning results, but actually in terms of creativity and actually in terms of having options. So in that aspects. But the first target for Chelsea tonight is get Lukaku on the score sheet. It's been a while since Lukaku scored, so it's really asked for Chelsea right now that, yeah, Lukaku should score. And that is what is actually important right now. Let's see what happens now. Ah, very impressive bench nevertheless, but the all talk will be about if we can actually score goals or no, but the bench is very impressive, mind you. Let's go Blues. Yes, sir, Jeff. Let's go Blues. I hope you guys enjoy the stream, man. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, it's been a pleasure welcoming you guys here. Your support means a lot. It helps the channel to grow. Please drop a like on the stream, lads, if you enjoy it. And if you're here around new, so I appreciate it a lot. So Malmao, they have set up like a back five, and although on paper they have said that it is a back three, as you can see on the formation on the right hand side on the screen, but I'm pretty much sure that they will be a back five, 5-3-2, something that sort of formation, and they will look to sit deep and maybe play on the counters. Of course, there can be a surprise element in it when Malmao basically, if they have some intent, they'll come and press from the start because they are actually sitting at the bottom rock of the group. So they desperately need the points as well, because if they even want to finish in the Europa League spot, they would have to have some points rather than just having a zero. All eyes, of course, on Romelu Lukaku right now, as of now, and actually, if he is able to score. And last time around, when Chelsea scored against Zenit in the Champions League, it was amazing to see Lukaku because Chelsea was full of chances, right? But the finished product was lacking, and it looked like Zenit had shut the back door completely. They were not going to let the goal go in, but Lukaku happened, a brilliant header. So that is what we are anticipating again now. So it's kickoff time, lads. It's kickoff finally. Martha Silva, hi bro, hi. How are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Here we go, kickoff, lads. Good to see Tony Rudiger back. Good to see Tony Rudiger back after some games being skipped for the back injury. And I think he was back during the weekend, but they didn't actually wanted to risk him. So fair enough. And let's see now what happens though. Here's Lukaku, very interesting back flick, straight up. Chelsea, man, they will look to keep the clean sheet, and it's no what do we say? How can I actually describe it? Is not of any bad aspect towards Malmao or anything, but Chelsea really want to keep back that backline shut and keep on scoring goals, because that is what going to keep them in the title race and of course in the Premier League, and give the confidence as well. Of course, man, all of the competitions, they are linked, and the performances, it helps a lot. There's N'Golo Kante running, and wow, the ball is intercepted clearly there. Chelsea straight up, pushing up. Azpilicueta again starting at the wing back spot, and things you are not always happy to see, but Aspi does the job right. And the thing with Aspi is they're not very much consistent, right, when it comes to being at the wing back spot. Here's Christensen, the Malmao guy. Of course, our Christensen is there. He's playing at the right centre back position today. Here's Malmao. Can they keep the ball in? They just managed to. Or is it the goal kick? Yeah, it's a goal kick. Malmao has one or two players, of course, played in Europe, very well prominent leagues as well, but not enough game experience in them at the top flight level. So they have some experience, so a little bit of it, but when your fortune is in luck, anything can happen. Here's Thiago Silva trying to hit a diagonal towards Lukaku. Chilwell, for the first time, you see him starting back-to-back and back-to-back games. So finally, maybe he has 3 goals in 3 games so far for club and country. Maybe he has actually started to seal his spot back again. Here's again Christensen, a long ball for Mason Mount. Can Mason Mount? Okay, wow. Swedish players not giving up easily on the ball there. Very much on the ball, alert with Mason alongside. Here's Azpilicueta way ahead. One thing I want Chelsea to do is actually, when Jorginho is there, Chelsea keep the ball a lot, and chances might be, yeah, they might be actually back in terms of actually on goal. There's Jorginho crossing. Here's Chilwell heading. And first chance of the game, Chilwell header just over the bar. Nevertheless, a chance though. Encouraging signs, right? Like I was talking about Jorginho, here's the man himself. Instantly on the ball and looking forward inside the box. There is a man available. Yes, I would cross it to him. Because last time around, we had 3-man midfield, Kante, Loftus-Cheek and stuff like that. But it really lacks something in terms of creating direct chances in the final third. So more chances in the final third, more chances for Lukaku. That is the way our strikers are going to score. Same for Werner as well. It's hard, right? When you're not creating chances and just individually blaming on the strikers that why are you not scoring. It's kind of a that cycle, right? Strikers usually get blamed because there is no goal. Yeah, that is the talk of the town. Wow. Malmao guy looking very, very agitated there from Rodiger. A very late challenge from the German defender. Yeah, very late challenge indeed. And referee rightly so pointing at Rodiger that this might be your final warning as well, because indeed it is in the start of the game, but that is very rough. So 4 minutes on the clock. Just a chance for Chelsea. Nothing very interesting though so far. There's Malmao back again. A deflection, but Thiago Silva clears. There's Romelu Lukaku back on the ball. Nice first charge. Same for Mount. Here's Mason Mount. After a run of games, he's back. Here's Lukaku. Werner couldn't actually score. Corner's claim, but what has actually referee given? If that was Werner's touch, that was very poor. Lukaku's clearly onside. Werner should have finished it off, man. Yeah, Werner should have finished it off. It is a let-off for Chelsea there. Werner should have finished it off. I wonder how has he not scored from there. That's very surprising though, given the form he's in right now. There's N'Golo Kante. There's Jorginho. N'Golo Kante just setting the path short. Very unlike Kante there. Nicely done. Jorginho stealing the ball there. Malmao players wrestling. Chilwell easily helping Timo Werner there. Again, Jorginho losing the ball. That's very unlike Chelsea midfield. But I saw last time Kovacic, man. Kovacic had a very bad game against Brentford. Wow. Here's a chance for Malmao. And the cross is very poor. Cannot capitalize on it. Chelsea players can't keep on making the same mistakes. Malmao may capitalize on it, man. One chance in Champions League and it's all down. Come on, Chelsea. The commentator saying Chelsea not taking Malmao lightly at all. Man, why would you take Malmao lightly at all? They're coming at you like, yeah, they actually want it. And it is the day of in the Champions League, right? When teams want you more than the others, it's always a danger. So Chelsea should not let their guard down anyhow, regardless of their opponent. Thomas Tuchel knows it. He knows the work rate is key always in his team, and the work rate wins you games. You saw against the Brentford, and the Brentford game was, man, phenomenal. I don't know how we did not lose that game. Of course, it was the heroics of Mendy, but the work rate was immaculate in that game. The last 20 minutes were so intense. As Malmao with the ball, pushing very high on Chelsea's field now. Christensen there, right on the mark defending. Malmao spread evenly over the pitch right now, not just overloading the ball there, and actually holding up their places and man marking some Chelsea players as well. So they are not letting their chances slip by very easily. They will make the most use of their chances, I mean. And of course, offensive or defensive work is there already. We have seen that they are there to clear the ball and they are on their man. So offensively, if you give them a space, it is a real concern. Here's Lukaku trying to hold up. Here's Timo Werner. Here's Azpilicueta trying to run through the middle. Seems offside, Azpilicueta. Here's Mason Mount, has the ball. Mount crossing. No one inside. Lukaku. Wow, what a deflection on the goal. On the ball, I'm sorry. Keeper saves it. Keeper makes use of it. Some hard work, but he actually manages to save it because it is straight hit up. Nice work by Werner there, trying to offload the ball to Mason Mount. Luckily came back to Lukaku. Let's see. First corner of the Chelsea's game. Nice save by the keeper though. Impressive one. After a heavy deflection, he was there actually in the center to save it. Chance draw for Chelsea. Oh, Jorginho taking the corner. Mason Mount takes a shot. Can Chelsea hit? Everyone in the box misses. Everyone in the box misses. There's Thiago Silva on the ball. Thiago Silva crossing. Tony Rudiger heading. Cannot actually make the most of it. Lukaku. Wow. Chelsea still have the ball. Here's Lukaku. Thiago Silva again. Wow. Andres Christensen, the unlikeliest scorer in the team. The Dane scores, and it's always remarkable when the Danish defender scores. The Danish defender, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon for my accent. But it's 1-0 to Chelsea, and 10 minutes on the clock, and Chelsea lead. Wow. Joy to the ears of Chelsea supporters, and it was long coming. Hopefully, the VAR doesn't rule it off because VAR always hasn't been the nicest guy to the Chelsea team. And Thiago Silva, man. One time, two time, the cross, the third time's the charm, the cross worked, and Christensen was there. And actually, wow. Yeah, indeed, it was actually Thiago Silva. They're showing in the replay that N'Golo Kante actually won the header to keep the ball alive, so it was amazing. The shortest guy maybe inside the box in the penalty area and actually manages to put something on the head and get the ball back to Thiago Silva, where he indeed crosses, and Christensen, solid connection inside the box, and what a goal by the Dane. Hits the ball in the ground, and what a strike. Goes over the goalkeeper's hand, and it's a goal. Deservingly lead Chelsea, and once again, the Chelsea's, it is now 16 goal contributions for Chelsea so far in the season. Amazing, man. From the defenders, mind you, yeah. I forgot to mention that. That is the most important part. 16 goal contributions now for Chelsea defenders this season. Either they have assisted or they have scored. Amazing. And yet they say Chelsea play 5 at the back or whatever. The Chelsea players are blah, blah, blah. Wow, Tony Rudiger with a quick turn there. A quick burst of pace. And just losing the ball in the process. Maybe just too pumped up. By the way, lads, if you have just tuned in, we are watching Chelsea versus Malmao, match day 3 of the Champions League. Chelsea have just taken the lead at Stamford Bridge, and it's 1-0, courtesy of Daniel Christensen. Wow. Did I say Daniel Christensen? Andres Christensen. I switched my sport, man. Football to cricket. Here's Mason Mount. Wow. Werner started this whole attack. I was already commenting on it, but the ball came back to Mount so quickly, and he couldn't actually decide which pass to pick, and at the end, the pass ended up taking a deflection. So, not a nice looking pass at all sorts, I would say. But nevertheless, another chance for Chelsea. Chelsea looking bright, and mainly the strikers linking up with each other, so that is always a good sight to see, and always something phenomenal that you would want them to link up with. There's N'Golo Kante. Man, Azpilicueta is venturing inside the midfield a lot. Maybe that is something that they actually want, that, yeah, to have that actual link up. That is an additional step that Thomas Tuchel has taken. Because when we are not playing a 3-man midfield in this back 3 formation, so he really wants his wing backs to tuck in. As Chilwell we saw, sometimes he tucks in. The goal against Brentford was a perfect example of it. There's Rudiger, passing it to Werner. Too high for him. Still gets it. Lukaku has it. Trying to cross. Lukaku dinks it, but there is no one actually inside. Malmao defender just happy to clear it. The ball stays inside. Christensen has it. Controls it brilliantly, actually. The pass was too bad, but he controls it brilliantly. Here's N'Golo Kante on the ball. Will it be stolen? I think. But Kante manages to win a free kick. A very late challenge there by a Malmao player. Christensen in the form of a challenge there. Hopefully Kante is fine. That looked like a very late challenge, and that looked at... No, that was not Christensen. That looked like a whole stud on Kante's foot over the laces. That's a bad one, man. I hope he's okay. Martin Kante? Yes, my friend. Kante. Humble Kante. Although N'Golo is able to dodge these kinds of tackles, but once they connect, man, it is a howler, right? The pain is pain, especially in the winters. It feels a lot. Chance for Chelsea now. 2 free kick takers now in the team. In Brentford's game, we had officially no free kick takers. Of course, there was different angle there, but here's Chilwell and Mason Mount on the ball. I've seen Mason score from this angle a lot, but I think this would favor Chilwell a lot. Chilwell, left-footed guy, and just maybe trying to wrap his foot around it. Mason has to hit it with a lot of power. I think it would be Chilwell, though. Mason has it. Wow. Mason just over the bar. They just get the keeper guessing. They just kept the keeper guessing. I'm sorry. Wow. Let me just fix a few things, lads. Just making a few changes to the stream. Lads, if you have just tuned in, we are watching Chelsea versus Malmao, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea, courtesy of Andres Christensen, and a brilliant cross inside the box from Thiago Silva. And if you are just unaware and thinking Chelsea play a lot of defenders, that is now 16 goal contributions from Chelsea's defenders this season, either in the form of assist or in terms of goals. So Chelsea defenders well on the song here, and actually making some heavy contribution inside the, what do we call it, goal area. Exactly. And if you guys are interested in joining the Fantasy Premier League, the link is in the description. Do check it out. It is amazing. You will love it, and it's a lot of competition, so you'll have a hard time coping up with the climbing points ladder. Wow, Lukaku winning the ball there. Werner has it. Jorginho has it. Jorginho can shoot. Wow. Jorginho goes down very easily there. The referee says it's not a foul. Here's Malmao. The ref saw the advantage and he gave it. Here's Malmao back again. Malmao trying to recover actually. Of course, that foul will be checked by VAR, but actually, what will be the scenario here? VAR hasn't been friendly to Chelsea in the recent times, but it is up to be seen right now. And basically, it is the wait for the ball to go out. Maybe chance for Chelsea here to score. Here's Lukaku. Here's Mason. Here's Lukaku again. Cannot connect with the ball. Malmao players are easily able to clear it. Wow, here's the chance for Malmao player again. Wow, they've lost it. Asking too much of it actually there. Players. The pass was too heavy from the Malmao forward, actually their number 10. So the guy was able to intercept easily. Here's Tony Rudiger storming forward like a proper attacker. Tony Rudiger to Werner. Werner, keep his foot alive. Werner, can you do something? No, he cannot. There's a lot of pushing inside the box. Werner cannot actually hold the ball physically so well, and he's bundled off the ball. Here's Jorginho. Nah, there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. That would be very harsh actually to call it as a pen. Jorginho, the push came in. But the fun surprising thing is, in replay, of course, you saw it as, yeah, you can label it as it is not a penalty, but VAR didn't even give it a single thought that, yeah, it is something that you might consider, because it is Chelsea, of course. Chelsea have been victim against VAR a lot of times. Maybe that's judgment call and they decide, yeah, on-field call stands. This is the best way to deal with it. Here's Malmao trying to get outside their own half, basically, man. Thiago Silva pushing so forward. Chance for Malmao. Can they push the ball forward? No, they cannot. But they have it back again. The double deflection sends the ball back to them. Here's Chilwell, a lot on the ball. Here's Jorginho. Malmao players, I have to say, man, fair play to them. They are not allowing Jorginho a lot of space actually to take the passes. So that is something that will work in their favor. Maybe if they can get the clear-cut chances, they might actually be able to make something out of it. It's brilliant interception by Kante. Here's Werner on the ball. Werner with Lukaku. Lukaku has it. Brilliant physical hold-up play by Lukaku. Can he turn? He can. Can he score? He cannot. And he goes down. And referee says penalty. Wow. That's a very cynical tackle by Malmao defender. Lukaku is on the floor. He looks in a lot of pain. And that is actually an attempt towards the goal-saving tackle. And you cannot actually say that was a very on-ball tackle, man. Lukaku looks in a lot of pain. Hopefully he's fine. That's a two-footed lunge. And these doesn't go well. Wow. He said that he won the ball, but he actually got a lot of the man as well. Wow. That looked very bad though. He actually got the ball first, but he got a lot of a man as well. Lukaku looks in a lot of pain, man. Lukaku looks in a lot of pain, and it's not a sight for Chelsea fans to see. Chelsea fans will not be happy at it. He's holding his ankle and he seems in a lot of pain, and that's... He looks in a lot of disbelief. He looks in a lot of disbelief, actually. Hopefully, it is not the thought about VAR or whatever. I just hope that Lukaku is fine right now. We can do with one penalty less, but we hope just that Lukaku is fine and fit and ready actually to play and carry on. If you have just tuned in, lads, we are watching Chelsea versus Malmao, matchday 3 of the Champions League, and it's been awesome so far for Chelsea. The home game, 1-0 advantage. Christensen scored. Mason Mount, Werner, Lukaku linking up well, and Chelsea making some nice interception as well. So it's really a good one so far, but the side that I saw just right now, Lukaku on the floor, a two-footed tackle there from Malmao's defender, a last-hit attempt to save the goal. The referee has avoided the penalty, but actually will it be a penalty? It remains to be seen. Of course, it will be checked by VAR, but Lukaku is limping. He's walking very gingerly there. Very gingerly. And will Thomas Tuchel actually make the case and say that, yeah, I might take you off because you look a bit off? Jorginho's on the ball. I think the penalty has been given. It has been checked by VAR as well. And Jorginho will be the penalty taker. We know, ice in his veins, so nothing actually to worry about here. The penalty taker. Yeah, he's staying on for now. Man, he's walking very gingerly there, Romelu Lukaku. Very, very gingerly there. And I'm sure he would have been up there to take the penalty if he was fit and his legs were properly working. But as of now, he cannot. But I trust Jorginho fully. And Jorginho steps up. Can he convert it? Can he convert it? Come on, Jorginho. You always know, man. Deep down inside, Jorginho will score. Here's the ref's whistle. Here's Jorginho. Come on, J5. And he scores. Puts the ball in the middle and ice in his veins. 2-0 to Chelsea and back in the lineup, back on the score sheet. And Jorginho Forello makes it 2-0 for Chelsea against Malmao. And Chelsea have a very good advantage in this match against Malmao, the Swedish side. And looks like in good form. And Lukaku looks like he's done and he wants a substitution. And I hope that, man, is not something very, very serious. I just hope that he's taking precaution and wants that, yeah, I might take the rest and get it done. Take a day off, basically. Nice penalty by Jorginho there. Holding up his nerves and stepping inside. A different penalty, actually, from his earlier ones. A lot of power behind it and push it in the center. So Lukaku off. Actually, who is on now? Lukaku looks in a lot of pain, man. He looks really in a lot of pain. Chelsea cannot cope up without Lukaku, man. That's a bad thing. I will tell you straight up. Chelsea cannot cope up with Lukaku. He's going off. I think Havertz will come on, if I'm not wrong. Havertz was actually warming up. Yeah, Kai Havertz is coming on. Class for Romelu Lukaku though, but man, that's a side that Chelsea fans don't want to see. Of course, goalless in the last 6 games. And again, this is the 7th game running. And injury is not something that you would look forward to. Hopefully it's something very precautionary and Chelsea can just deal with it. And can have a quick scan. Here's Chelsea though. Kai Havertz will take up the center role maybe. And maybe Mason slides up as a number 10. Havertz very much aware of this role. Last year's Champions League, we know the heroics, so not an unfamiliar territory for the German player there. Lukaku straight up in the tunnel. Here's Thiago Silva on the ball. Here's N'Golo Kante on the ball. Here's Azpilicueta. N'Golo Kante just sent the part shot. Here's Timo Werner back with N'Golo Kante. Werner, man, half-hearted passes. Come on, Chelsea. You cannot just let the ball loose and in the middle of the park, man. Come on. Here's Chelsea's ball. Malmao letting the ball go off in some confusion there. There's Azpilicueta. Christensen back with the ball. Man, come on. What is this, God? What is this fate, man? Just had 2 players back from the injury. Still 1 remaining. Pulisic is still out. God knows when he'll be back. Pulisic was massive for us after that January period last time around. But come on, dude. Another injury, we cannot take it. Defender just nicking the ball off the Werner there. Jorginho losing the ball there. N'Golo Kante has a chance. N'Golo Kante makes well of it. Kante has the ball again. Kante looking to move. Azpilicueta has the ball. Kante still has the ball back. Wow, Kante still running. 1-2 with every player basically around the Chelsea midfield. Just setting the patch off. Like I said, Malmao players not giving Chelsea players a lot of space. So they are there actually to intercept those passes when Jorginho is making them and actually man-marking them on some of the occasions. Here's Mason again. Here's Kai on the ball. Neat footwork there. Kai which, oh my god, that pass almost went through. Kai Havertz, brilliant touch there. Malmao has the ball now though. Wow, Malmao in a lot of pressure. Wow, they just got it. They just got it, man. What a let off for the defenders there from Malmao side. Jorginho has it back, man. Come on, Jorginho. Did all the hard work. The ball came back from the Malmao defender with a deflection. Nah, man, that's not a foul. That's not a foul. The player's going down just before the touch came in. So lads, score of the game gone. And 26 minutes on the clock. If you've just tuned in, we're watching Chelsea versus Malmao. And it's 2-0 to Chelsea. And the biggest story, the latest story so far is Jorginho, of course, converted the penalty, but Lukaku has been subbed. As per the injury, that tackle actually, which initially earned Chelsea the penalty, as a result of it, Lukaku has been substituted. He was walking very gingerly, and it's not a good sign for any Chelsea player. Chelsea so far very dominant in the game, as you can see already. 56% possession and 5 attempts, 2 on target. So dominant in all aspects. Maybe they can actually score more goals, and which will give them more competition in the squad, of course, and more momentum. Chelsea need more authority on the ball, man. It's been a while since they had that kind of a game, and that is what Chelsea needs the more competition of. Again, Jorginho, man, what is the kind of a pass that you're giving to? Wow. Malmao with a chance. Wow. And they have just brilliantly knocked it off the park. What a let off there was by Jorginho. Jorginho, such a bad pass there, man. Azpilicueta, like we said, again, taking up positions in midfield and making himself available for the ball and just standing too far. Or maybe the pass was actually a bit too off from the target. I'm sorry. That kind of a pass will make you actually yawn. So Malmao, you can see already if you're watching it on your telly. Wow, pressing so high. Here's N'Golo Kante, here's Mason. Here's Kai running in front of him. Kai Havertz needs his confidence back, man. It's been a while since Kai actually got a goal. You know he's a phenomenal talent, but you need actually to score or make something of the ball in order to have that kind of a game in favor of you. Because it's been a while. Thiago Silva, brilliant switch to Azpilicueta. Kai inside the ball. There's Jorginho. There's Aspi on the ball again. Can he cross it? He cannot. Again, passing it inside. That is what I've been hating about Azpilicueta on the right wing back spot, man. Sometimes there is a cross there to be hit. He doesn't hit it. Werner couldn't sort his feet around. And it's a corner. Werner again, the ball in his feet. Couldn't sort his feet out actually. Or maybe did it and took a shot, and the defender was just there actually on his way to get it clear. Yeah, he actually tried a cheeky back flick there. Wow. No brainer hating on him, but he actually tried a decent back flick here. Defender on position there actually to deal with it. Referee having to sort out a lot of players inside the box. Rodrigo basically attempting to run over Malmao's goalkeeper. So ref is like, I'm not having any of it, please. Chelsea with another set piece, man. Jorginho taking the corner shot. Mason Mount hitting in for the cross. Maybe something that they have done very much recently on the training ground, but I haven't seen Jorginho on the corner flag in a while, and it's been a while, like a year or two maybe, since he has come to Chelsea. Again, Azpilicueta inside the midfield. There's Jorginho on the ball again. Jorginho already seeing a lot of the ball, so that is why he was basically brought in to control the game. And things we'll have to see. Scored the penalty. Cherry on the chop. Gives you a lot of confidence. The goal is always helpful. Kai Havertz making himself available again. Mason Mount on the left. Mason Mount on the right, I beg your pardon. Timo Werner through the center. Crossing in for Chilwell. Chilwell. Wow. That was some acrobatics there. The ball was almost out of the reach of him, the left wing back, but he put on a solid left foot on it and tried to put the ball inside, but actually the ball went over the bar. Would have been spectacular if that was actually on the target, but nevertheless, a very fantastic effort. He intended to cross it. I can see it clearly. The way he wrapped his foot around it, there was never a shot from that angle. "30 minutes on the clock. 30 minutes. Chelsea so far, clear control. Malmao had a chance. The player rocketed it, and that's about it. The biggest story so far in the game, regardless the goals, of course, Lukaku has been subbed off on the injury. So that is not a good thing. And Chelsea will be fuming on the tackle that the Malmo defender made. And actually, concern, to be honest, more than fuming. Jorginho, Chilwell, again making himself available there. The wing back. Aspilicueta to Mason. Kante. Shoot Kante. Chilwell. Wow. Wing back this time. Like I said, Aspi going infield. Chilwell went infield, but surprisingly, when you're going on the different side, it's on your weaker foot for Chilwell, so couldn't wrap his foot around it. But regardless, that was a chance. John Watkins. Yep. Yes, sir. That was a chance. Welcome to the stream, bro. I hope you're having a great day. And of course, thank you for tuning in as always. Your support always means a lot, guys. And if you're new around here, lads, please drop the like button. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel to grow. We are watching Chelsea versus Malmao, and it's 2-0 to Chelsea. And the biggest story of the night so far is Romelu Lukaku has been substituted because of an apparent injury that has shocked Chelsea fans. And surprisingly, it was not shocking when you can see actually the tackle that was made on him inside the box, which made Chelsea on the penalty. But the most concerning and alarming thing for Chelsea is Romelu Lukaku is back in the dugout. Aspilicueta, wow, very much center field. Wow, Aspilicueta almost at N'Golo Kante's position there. Here's N'Golo Kante right right. Here's Timo Werner on the ball. Wow, Mason, Kai. Wow. The flag went up so late. Nice pass from Timo there. Nice pass. Kai Havertz should do better there, even though he was offside, but he should do better there. Just tried to put his laces around it. Just power. Wow. He might. Yeah, he was just offside. Nevertheless, good link up between the German guys. Here's Havertz and Werner again. And would love to see Kai on the score sheet. These are the games that you want to make us claim, basically, yeah, that I belong here in the starting 11. So why think twice, even including my name inside it? Werner has worked his socks off in international duty and earned his place back in. That is why he's being played. Kai hasn't impressed, so Thomas Tuchel knows he's not short of options. So here's Mason. Here's Aspi. Man, what a poor cross, Aspilicueta. Werner is applauding the effort, but what a poor cross. Actually, he was trying to find Werner. Maybe that is why he's applauding, because Aspilicueta was trying to send that ball low driven in. But still, man, what a weak cross. Aspi looks very tired, man. Man, 5 substitutions in the Champions League, so I'm sure that Reece James will come on, man, at the right wing back spot, or maybe Callum. Here's Thiago Silva inside the box now for the corner alongside Rudiger and Christensen. Can Chelsea go again? Goal again. Kai header. And Werner collects it. Werner cross. And Malmo defender clears. Anywhere will do for Malmo. And they send the ball back into Chelsea's half. Nice cross from there. Werner actually. Wow. Number 19 actually of the Malmo. Pulling shirt of Havertz like, yeah, I'm not going to leave you, bro. Thiago Silva, man. 37 years young, mind you. Still going strong in the rain and playing phenomenal football. There's Mason trying to cross in. There's N'Golo. There's Mason, quick feed. Malmo defenders there on point. I wonder why do actually Aspi and Mason play that extra pass always there, man. That extra pass, I'm not being pessimistic about, yeah, building up the play or whatever, but when you pass the ball sideways in that side of the area, Team playing back five, they already had numbers behind. It gives a chance to another potential guy to join the back line and actually block the cross. So it looks very, very bad. Here's again the ball's back with Chelsea. Instead of having a chance inside the box, now we are passing it at the back again. In this particular moment, I mean. There's Jorginho on the ball. One more goal, Chelsea, before the half. Here's Kai Havertz on the ball. Swift switch of play for Rudiger there. Ah, man. Couldn't get behind the ball, Rudiger. Kai Havertz hit it just too firmly. The ball goes out of play. Thomas Tuchel so annoyed with that chance, man. So annoyed. Looking very animated there. How have you actually lost the ball there? Corner for Chelsea. Wow. How has the ref given goal kick there? Wow, yeah. Malmao defender is explaining to Mason Mount. Yeah, you got a slightest bit of touch. Yeah, we saw, man. There are like multiple cameras on the field, bro. How are you lying like that? But regardless, dude, regardless. Carry the hell on. It's been pouring down, man, in Stamford Bridge. The rain is like, wow. Rodrigo being hit on the ball. Referee said nothing. Oh, a few Brentford players in the stands. Janssen, I think, if I'm not wrong. Swedish player, of course, loves Malmao, his hometown club. Wow, Thiago Silva, almost the pass intercepted. Werner there actually to collect the pass. Werner again on the ball. Chilwell still has it. Back to Jorginho. Aspie making a run. Aspie inside. He cannot actually get behind the ball. Werner, nice touch. Kai, nice touch. Man, come on. Need to be more stronger there, Kai Havertz. Jorginho, nice interception there. Werner. Losing the ball there. Thomas Tuchel will be so furious, man. These kind of the balls, you don't look to lose the ball here, man. In that kind of position. This is like the second time in a row. And this makes very frustrating, like, to watch. Wow. Mason Mount doing the hard work there. Back to Werner. Werner tried to shoot, bro. Shooting. Actually, a decent shot. Came back with the deflection and just went for a throw-in. Solid power behind it, actually, from Timo there. The synergy is missing, kind of. Mason has been linking up very well with Timo. Kai needs to have his fair share of actually contribution up top. That is actually what we want from Kai Havertz, man. Christensen being pushed back for the first time. Chelsea players pass the ball back to Mendy. And they'll recycle and start again from behind. "40 minutes on the clock, lads. 40 minutes. And if you've just tuned in, we are watching Chelsea versus Malmao. And it is 2-0 to Chelsea. And the first scorer of the goal, Andres Christensen. Second one, penalty, Jorginho. And the last one was the biggest highlight of the game so far, in my opinion. Lukaku getting subbed off. That is a bit alarming thing for Chelsea. And as a result of the tackle on Lukaku, only Chelsea got the penalty. But Chelsea will be concerned nevertheless. Kante. Havertz shot. Side netting. A lot of Chelsea fans behind the goal thought that actually Havertz scored. That is into the side netting. Let's see actually whether the goalkeeper got something behind it or no. No, he didn't. That was straight into the side net. Oh, actually, goalkeeper did get his knee around the shot. Decent save though. Maybe with some more power in the placement. Timo Werner is down inside the box, man. Chelsea cannot afford another injury, dude. Come on. Timo Werner is down inside the box. The last thing that Chelsea wants is another forward going down. Wow. Like they say, when it rains, it pours. Forwards. Goals galore. Nope. Injuries galore. Yep. Unfortunately. Yeah, they are asking for a substitution again, man. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Another substitution. Wow. So, two Chelsea strikers gone within the space of 20 minutes. Wow. I hope that it is not for long. But he's holding his hamstring, man. Hamstring is not always a good thing. Hamstring is always a few weeks away. And that's unfortunate for Chelsea there. Chelsea cannot make more substitutions. They only have one chance now. Who will be the man who comes on? I think it will be Callum Hudson-Odoi. Dude, that makes me sick to the stomach. And back to anywhere you can think. Two strikers, both of them subbed off in the first half. Not the happy moment. Who are we playing up top there next week? Kai Havertz, ZH, along with Mason? Or actually, are we playing Marcos Alonso up top? In the hindsight, he is our number 9 as well. He scores a lot of goals. Chelsea, hopefully don't lose the side on the game. You get the job done. Chilwell, careless there. Wow. Similar look. Timo Werner walking off inside the tunnel just like Lukaku, and Callum Hudson-Odoi has scored against Malmao when he was, of course, playing for Chelsea. Just started to play for Chelsea in the senior team, and that was against Malmao in Europa League when Mauricio Sarri was in charge. Will play on the left hand side, his arguably his best position, left forward or the left wing, as you might want to call it. Rodega defending there very well, putting his body on the line. So no recognized number 9 in for Chelsea now. It's Kai Havertz time. Wow. It's a very strange formation, this. The setup they've got right there. Aspilicueta already inside. Kante putting on the right wing back spot. Mixing and changing. Maybe just confusing defenders. But will you actually play this kind of formation when you come up against a top quality team in the Champions League or maybe in the Premier League? It remains to be seen still. Because at that time it already comes to it. Already not. It actually comes to the basics. Just a minute left in the normal time in the half time. Let's see what will be the additional time, because there will be a lot, I think. 2 injuries, 2 substitutions. Kai Havertz on the ball. Shooting. Wow. A shot, a chance for Chelsea. Very swift there. 3 minutes additional time on the clock, as you can see. Heartbreak for Chelsea supporters, man. Seeing 2 of their Forwards getting substituted on the pretext of the injuries, and although they are in the 2 goal lead, but at the cost of what? 2 injuries to their arguably starting forwards in recent times, man. Thiago Silva brilliantly winning the header there. Chelsea, I'm sure, would have looked to make a lot of substitutions in this game after getting the match off the line, but it seems like now they have only one chance remaining, and they can actually make a change at the halftime. But after that, there will be only one chance for Chelsea to make a change, and Chelsea can, of course, make 5 substitutions in total. 2 of them have been made, so the last one will have to come together, or maybe one at halftime, and the rest of them at once. Wow, Aspilicueta again, so much in field. There's Mason. Come on, Chelsea. Is there one more goal before the half time? Here's Callum. The best thing he likes to do, run at the defenders. Ah, man, come on, Mason. Recovers the ball. A minute left on the clock in the stoppage time. Callum has it, brilliantly taken. Passes it brilliantly as well to Chilwell. Chilwell with no option to go. Protects the ball and loses it. Being isolated there, actually, near the corner flag there, Chilwell. No help came, so lost the ball. Couldn't control it. I think 30 seconds left, and that's about it from Chelsea. It doesn't look like there will be any lot of effective offensive, what do we say, contributions or attempts from Chelsea this time around. Yeah, as you can see, Thomas Tuchel shouting from the touchline, go to the line and cross. And halftime in West London. Scoreline makes Chelsea people happy, but the injuries won't, and that's a fact. Injuries to one of the most important players, and it sucks. Although it has been raining a lot, but man, come on. Wow. What is actually happening to Man United? Let me take a look. I just heard a guy screaming on Twitter. Man United are 2-0 down at Old Trafford against Atalanta. Dude, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He has done it again. He's playing Fred and McTominay once again, though. Who has punished him? Muriel? Wow. David Zappacosta with an assist. Demiral with the goal. Kopenminers, newly transferred guy from Netherlands, from PSV, I think, in the midfield, getting an assist as well. Pasalic, former Chelsea midfielder, scoring, and lots of things to climb on for United there. I'm sure Twitter will be filled up with all kind of hate for United folks right now. But don't let this distract you away from the fact that Chelsea, man, injuries, yikes, dude, injuries are getting over Chelsea. I've just heard a tweet, the guy saying, Liverpool, you have to take the 1-4 league and actually let United win so that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can keep his job for another 6 months. Dude. Dudes. Dudes. Dan, it sucks, man, really. I'm sure it sucks, man. But I will tell you, there is nothing worse than feeling like us right now. I'm saying, of course, in terms of goals, like, yeah, United thing. But our two strikers getting substituted, like, in the space of 20 minutes in the first half, it's not amazing. The look doesn't look great. Dude, these injuries. Don't show me a tweet on the injuries, man. Wow. UEFA Champions League have just tweeted, sum up Demiral's performance against United in one word. I think he's been bowling. Oh, I'm sorry. Trending on Twitter is Ole in and Ole out. There is a different fan base, man. This is a different fan base. And this is the whole Premier League tweeting, except Man United, Ole in. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So, what do we have here, actually, my fella? What do we have here? And lads, if you're just tuned in though, you're watching Chelsea versus Malmao and it's halftime. And right now we are taking a look at the Twitter and it seems like it is going in the mud. I'm not going to lie even. Is Villarreal actually winning? Because that would make the things a lot interesting. Villarreal actually is winning 2-0. So what is the situation in their group so far then? Table. Let me take a look at the table. If you want, lads, I'll just share this with you as well. Picture cam. This is the one. Let me fix my camera, fam. It looks like it is so stretched. Wow. First fix, let's fix this. Now let's stretch this thing. We can stretch it a bit more. A bit more. That's fine, I guess. That's fine. Oh no, this one. Come on, dude. What is this? That's about it. Yep, we have it here. Brilliant. So, as I was talking about the table, the table seems very interesting in their group now. So, this is the table, right? Man United. So, they are bottom of their group. Basically, they have to win each and every game after this one. And each and every game, if Villarreal continues to climb on, that's a dub in their opinion. And Villarreal, of course, if they are able to hold on to their lead, will have brilliant points. And if United are able to scratch something off this game, they will again be on 4 points. But can they actually make a comeback? I think there will be a lot of offensive substitutions for them. Pogba coming on, Sancho coming on, Ronaldo, of course, is there. But he has to give up Fred or McTominay, man. One of them has to go. He loves them so much, this dude. Not now, Richard. It remains in that case the last footballer to play in a goal for a Manchester United club against Atlanta and not concede a goal. Okay, wow. That's not something very great. So, back with the scores, I guess. As we are taking a look at them. Barca won. OMG. Barca won how? Who scored? Gerard Piqué, unlikely goal scores. Oh, that was a one-sided match, I guess. And again, Lille Sevilla. That looks like an Europa League group. If I'm being honest, if you don't want to believe me, it is actually an Europa League group. Did this guy actually make any substitutions, tactical or anything? He didn't. Who do they have on the bench? Pogba is there. That is one substitution. They can make 5, right? Pogba's coming on. In all, Cavani 2, Sancho 3. Yeah. If that is 4, Lingard, maybe he wants something more out of the team. Please bring on Johnny Van de Beek. That is the best I can advise him. And then again. Wow, Juve Zenit. Like I said, Zenit, very, very resilient. And actually, Juve are playing them away. We have to play Zenit away as well. So if this stays goalless, or if they actually manage to draw, it will be massive for Chelsea. What actually are the lineup that Juventus is playing? Dybala's not on the bench. I think still not fit. Morata is there. Bernardeschi is there. Chiesa is there. Always a threat. Locatelli. Yeah, this is a very much a straight-up lineup that I expected. No Danilo, interestingly. But nevertheless, if this remains goalless, it's a win situation for Chelsea. And Chelsea would love this to remain goalless. And like you say, guys, Andres Christensen, the Dane, who scored, things you'll love to see. The first goal for Chelsea, mind you, in over many, many years, man. This is what 80 millions of defending look like. Wow. Twitter is having a laugh at United folks, man. This is not it. This was against Leicester as well. He let Patson Daka actually basically tap in the ball. As you can see on your screen, it's laughable sometimes, but it is what it is. Check it out, man. Here's Maguire and here's nothing. I wonder what he's actually doing there. Letting the guy, yeah, please have it. And again, please have it. Lindelof will do the same for you. But man, mind you, I've just seen the highlights of Demiral. Demiral has been superb in that game. It is one of those games like he has been putting on a show. He's not unknown to Champions League stage and he has been learning from his best, of course, during his time at Juventus. So it is not surprising. That is what actually you can say. But nevertheless, Man United are out and having a field day at Twitter right now. Wow, Ansu Fati, 2027 contract renewed. Look at how Barcelona is boasting the release clause of 1 billion. This club is, man, so pathetic right now in all sort of mud. If times change, if you are somehow able to earn 1 billion and some club is able to pay 1 billion for a player, God forbid, you will once again, thank you, have Barcelona to blame for destroying the market like they did for Neymar. Anyhow though, Look at this thing. This makes me sick, right? Atlanta players reportedly woke up 6 times to the noise of fire alarms in their hotel on the night before their Champions League tie at Man United. Can't even let the players sleep in peace, man. I guess you literally destroyed their sleep, and that's why they are having a go at you. So it is fair play, man. What is this nonsense? Woke up by 6 times with the alarm at the hotel. Usually, you see before the Champions League, right? People gathering up outside the hotels, lighting up the fireworks. Actually, I've seen with Madrid, I've seen with PSG, I've seen with Premier League teams as well when they go away to France and people are outside the hotel room and they light up the firecrackers, make noises, and basically disrupt all and every environment and make a lot of noise. What is this nonsense, man? This is 2021. By the way, if that was the case, there was any, what do we call it? What is an actual word of it? I will not use sleepless. If there was actually a word for it, if you wanted to cause any adversity, different situation, let's put it in a very, very happy word. If you wanted to cause some adversity on Atlanta players, I think you should be causing the adversity on the pitch rather than just bursting firecrackers, playing alarms inside their hotel room. And I think if that is the case, you have absolutely had a shocker here. But guys, don't forget, the longer this guy stays in, the longer we are happy. I will tell you one thing. The first tweet actually I saw on the Twitter page was like, Liverpool have to lose next week in order for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to actually retain his job. And I was like, man, they have to make this happen. You cannot let this chance slip up. And having an opportunity of lifetime, yeah, this guy has to stay in charge. But nevertheless, now let's shift our focus to the match that we are watching, Chelsea versus Malmao 2-0. And if you are new around there, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel to grow. And the biggest story coming out of the Chelsea's game is 2 goals, of course. Chelsea are cruising. Romelu Lukaku injured, substituted. Timo Werner injured, substituted again. So Chelsea, both of their number 9s gone in the space of 20 minutes only, and they were more than fuming to see the reckless challenge by the Malmao players, but they are more than concerned as well. But it is a thing that is to be seen now. After the match, the scans will happen, or maybe tomorrow we'll get some reports, but it is a thing of concern, right? 2 of your forwards getting straight out, and especially informed forwards, because Werner just started to score, and especially with Werner, it seems like a hamstring injury, so he might be actually out for long. It really sucks, man. It really sucks. So anyhow, let's switch now the focus to the game and actually hope that Chelsea have a decent half this time around, because Chelsea now only have one opportunity to make a change, and that would be the last 3 substitutions if they want to make it, unless they have made a change right now in the half, which I don't think they have. Let's shift the focus on the match now. Wow. The biggest news coming out of the Malmao camp is they have substituted their goalkeeper. I'm sorry. But nevertheless, the focus is back on the game. Hopefully Chelsea can get some more goals and seal the shop. And if we are to make any substitutions, it will be for some chances for the lads who are not getting the minutes. But for sure, let's hope that they'll keep the clock ticking. Here's Tony Rudiger on the ball. Come on, lad. Jorginho first time pass, but actually not a proper centre forward there, mind you, to make a run like they usually do. Olsen almost playing like a Batman with a mask on. Kante with the ball. Still with the ball, Kante. Here's Mason, here's N'Golo. Here's Kante. In a lot of space. Just lost the ball. N'Golo Kante there. Come on, Chelsea. Very passive in the possession there. Have to make the most of the ball there. Not losing the ball frequently, because it's 2-0, man. Champions League, you can get the game, your heads turn around very quickly. especially when the work rate drops, when there is a change of personnel up top, mind you, not even behind. Here's a Tsunoda. The only chance that he's going to play at the left forward this season when the players are not there actually. Here's Kai. Chance to shot. Kai shoots. Kai scores. What a brilliant chip. Wow. Love the commitment from the boy there. Love the commitment from the boy there. An awesome Chelsea 3-0 and the things, man, scenes, you absolutely love to see it. So we wanted Kai Havertz to score, take his chance, and he was there to make a claim there. Like I said, Callum Hudson-Odoi, again, his preferred position. He actually wants to play out from the left, making a very, very good run, taking on the defenders. Brilliant pass on, just a tiny bit of more pace on the pass. But Kai Havertz did manage to capitalize and compensate for the pass. And a brilliant chip actually sent the keeper on the ground. That is what I would like to say. But it's always good to see, lads. And if you are actually new around here, lads, and if you're enjoying the content, please drop a like. It helps the channel to grow, and it's always amazing. Good to see Chelsea scoring. It's 3-0. Malmao are now actually, what do we call it? Malmao are actually now in damage limitation. That is actually how I would like to put it. They're actually in the damage limitation mode. Chelsea, though, now it is a time to shut shop now, and I think Saul Niguez might be coming on this time around in this game to actually have some more match minutes. By the way, this aspect of Chelsea's game today, I saw Azpilicueta running in field and playing a lot of role inside. Twitter is having a field day. Twitter is having a field day at Man United. I supposed that Twitter was going to be filled with Lukaku and Werner's injury and sort of stuff like that. But when I tuned in the halftime and I saw Man United 0, Atalanta 2, man, I was like, wow, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you are winning the internet tonight. You are actually winning the internet tonight, and there is no way in the hell no one's ever going to get more tweets out of the name rather than you. And I cannot stress the importance enough of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to stay at Man United so that all of us together can enjoy the Premier League and have a ball. More Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stays here, the more Premier League clubs are. Man, it is on for Liverpool. It is the Liverpool's duty. I know it will sacrifice their unbeaten run, but Liverpool should lose this weekend so that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can have his job for another 6 months. Blessing. Mamma mia, blessing. And if you agree with me, please drop a like on the stream. Here's Chilwell making a run inside the box. Here's N'Golo Kante. Chance to shoot. Will he? He doesn't. Here's Mason. Here's Azpilicueta. Here's N'Golo. Here's Mason. Chance to cross. He crosses. Wow. Kai just inches away from his brace. Just inches away. Chance there, man. Chance there. Mason, man. I love his whipped crosses inside the box, man. As soon as I saw against the game that he came on against Southampton, back from injury, he was like superb there as well. And that is what actually Chelsea lacked when in terms of linking the midfield from the attack. Although he plays as a part-time forward, but it is what it is. So it remains to be seen. But the way Mason pushes up, you can always doubt that. Not doubt. You can always debate that Mason plays that positions like a number 6 because he's not always very much quicker with the feet like Callum is, because that is not his ideal natural position. Sometimes he's playing on the wide left, sometimes on the wide right, but the lad can actually play on all the positions. The versatility is massive, and basically if we cannot play a back 4 formation, he has to fit in because the work rate is impeccable from Mason Mount. And you see, man, if you drop a guy like Mason Mount, like the game against Man City or Juve, instantly you feel that, yeah, the performance are coming down. And it's a fact, right? A player performs on the pitch, there is a positive affirmation. Yeah, if he's doing well, my teammates will do well. We'll pass well, we'll link up well. And if he's delivering brilliant balls inside, so why the hell not, man? But right now, the biggest story of this game so far is Lukaku and Werner getting injured, and that has left me thinking, hopefully that it is not long-term. Although Werner's injury seems long-term because he was holding his hamstring. And although there is an international break in the November ahead, but November is far off. October is still in the 10 days mark left. We play Newcastle, I think, on the weekend, and again a cup match. So it's a very alarming thing. The injuries should cause not cause a lot of problems, in my opinion, if Kai Havertz keeps on scoring goals. But it is chance for nevertheless a lot of people to step up. But I want Lukaku to be playing all the games regardless. Lukaku's injury, hopefully they can have a quick scan and it is nothing, but he was really limping. Really limping. Here's N'Golo Kante on the ball. Can he make something of it? N'Golo Kante is brought down. Free kick Chelsea. Wow. Wow. Very cynical. Referee was like, yeah, I'm having none of it. And by the way, lads, if you have just tuned in, we are watching Chelsea versus Malmao. Chelsea are cruising. It's 3-0. And if you want some additional info, our loud neighbors. So, oh wow, I just popped my mic. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. In excitement. Man United have just scored. Wow. I think we were talking a lot. Rashford have just scored. Rashford has just scored. It's 1-0 to United. 1 for Manchester United. 2 for Atalanta. But regardless, chance for Chelsea to score here. Who will take it? Surprisingly, Tony Rudiger is lining behind the free kick and trying to have a go that I will maybe try to rocket it. But I think Mason Mount is very much a free option from here. That is what I actually basically wanted to say. Here's Mason Mount. Straight in the wall, dude. Such a poor free kick. Might have caused 1 or 2 bruises on the defenders of Malmao defense. But regardless, chance for Chelsea there. And in the other news, Malmao are back in the game. Sorry, Atalanta, United are back in the game. They've just gone and scored. United need to score, man. United have to score. They are bottom of their group. And if Atalanta wins it, they are cruising on the top. And if Villarreal goes on and to get another point after this match, United might be looking at Europa League. Cristiano Ronaldo in Europa League doesn't sound great. Rudiger scored! Rudiger missed it. And Chelsea have a penalty. It's another Chelsea penalty. Penalty number 2, boys. Who will take it? Will it be Jorginho? Or will it be Mason? Or will it be someone else who is in dire need of a goal in Chelsea colour who wants to score? Kai Havertz, brilliant pass. Rudiger shielding his body. And the defender couldn't resist from the Malmao side. And he actually tackles him on his back. And that is a push, man. That is a push. There is absolutely nothing that VAR will rule out about this. Of course, VAR has been haunting Chelsea since a lot of times. But Jorginho again on the penalty duties, if I'm not wrong. I think he is the proper penalty taker here in the field. Yeah, he's on the penalty duties again. Man, it's raining like hell. Cats and dogs. Players can't even blink without dripping the water off their eyelids. Of course, a different keeper this time. If you are just tuned into the stream, Malmao have gone and substituted the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper having some mind games with the penalty taker. Having some words with Jorginho. Maybe giving him a piece of his mind. Wow, man, I am very much confident about Jorginho scoring pens, but it's raining cats and dogs, man. The slip is so much possible here, but I trust in him. Eyes in his veins, Jorginho, like they say. I trust him a lot. The keeper's trying to talk a lot of trash, but I trust Jorginho to score and convert the penalty. Here's Jorginho. Can he make it? Can he make it? Come on, Jorginho. Last time he sent the keeper wrong way. He waited for the goalkeeper to move, actually. Come on, Jorginho. Come on, bro. J5, Italian, doubted a lot of times, but steps up on a lot of occasions. There's Jorginho. And scores. Same result. The keeper dives in the right side. Jorginho goes to the center. Made for the keeper movement. And it's 4-0 to Chelsea. And it's goal galore for Chelsea. And I'm sure after like 5 or 10 minutes, you will see Chelsea making 3 substitutions in a go. And it's Chelsea 4, Malmao 0. And I think the business is done here for Chelsea. And we have Brentford defender Janssen in the stands, who is supporting here his hometown Swedish club. And I think it will end up in tears for him, though. Wow. Nice way of Chelsea start padding here, boosting their goal difference nevertheless. But mind you, Juventus have not lost a group game here. So anyhow, a win for Juventus would put them away and up top for Chelsea. Above Chelsea, I mean. And, finishing on the top, Chelsea, they know they'll get a decent draw if they are finished on the top of the group. Last season, they got Bayern and they got bamboozled. But fair play, last season they got Atletico. They have them bamboozled. They had them bamboozled, sorry. So it's always an interesting part, actually. And you can always make a claim. Interesting things can happen, but I am expecting a lot of players to come on the field. 3 changes right in total. One will be, I think, Ross Barkley. One will be, for sure, Hakim Ziyech. And the other will be Saul Niguez. Or maybe Reece James, actually, because he is coming on the back of an injury. So they really want him to play a lot of games. And fingers crossed, Zenit and Juve's game, it remains goalless. So that Chelsea, at the end, when they host Juventus at Stamford Bridge, a few months from now, I think 1.5 months from now, they will have a chance to stake a claim that, yeah, actually, we can go over you and, yeah, we will win it. So the story so far, 4-0 Chelsea, and they are cruising, almost an hour done in the game, lads. Now sit back and relax, and hopefully we have a lot of positives in the game so far ahead as well, because the first half, although there were some positives, but there were some horrendous instances as Chelsea, 2 injuries in form of Lukaku and the Werner, not a great side. Come on, Chelsea. Or maybe it might be something that Chelsea, there were a lot of questions about changing the formation, tweaking the system, about like, yeah, guys, that you are not scoring a lot of goals. It was asked by the press, mind you, not of course from internally. So will it be possible that you change a formation actually, or maybe deploy some different personnel so that you can have more offensive outlets in terms of chance creations? So maybe Thomas Tuchel goes for it, but you actually never know. Here's Chelsea again intercepting the ball. Back to Kai Havertz. First touch to N'Golo. N'Golo loses it there. A very, very let off Chelsea. Man, I don't want to even commentate on it. That was a let off for Chelsea there. Here's Callum back with the ball again. Here's Tony. Callum's absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing, and he's gassed. Playing on his left forward position. And the best thing he could ever ask for, if you ask me. Here's Tony Rudiger, diagonal, almost to Kai Havertz. Chelsea intercepting, but losing in the process. The ball. Oh, Mason Mount still having a go at the Malmao's defense there, but still losing the ball in the process though. If you have just tuned in, lads, an hour done in the game, 4-0 Chelsea, and they're cruising. And it's been a while. I think there will be 3 substitutions. One will be Saul, one will be Reece James, and other could be potentially Hakim Ziyech. And I think it should be a time for Saul actually to have a go in the game, because it's been a while. And if you are here for more updates, we are keeping an eye on United's game as well. United, they have gone and scored 1 goal. So they are back in the contest, and still a plenty of time there for them to score, 30 minutes or so. Can they actually put them out of the misery, or pull them out of the 4th spot in the table and prevent Ronaldo from playing Europa League, baby? That is actually what I wanted to say. Twitter is full and Twitter is fuming at United, but at the end of the day, it is my request to all the people who tune in the stream. Of course, like the stream, it helps the channel to grow. But one more thing, if you are a Liverpool supporter, please play that Liverpool surrenders their unbeaten run to United so that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can be in charge of United for one more term, like 6 months or so. So Liverpool has to lose at the weekend in order for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be in charge. Here's Callum. Wow, what a shot from Callum. Kante shoots. Wow, that was always looking like it's going wide. And of course, if you want to join the Fantasy Premier League, the link is in the description. It always helps. If you join the league, it's very competitive, and I would love to see if you can get the points more than me. It's now damage limitations for Malmao though, although I'm afraid that the damage has been caused already. But what will be the potential case here when the substitutions will be made here? Ooh, no time to yawn, man. No time to yawn. A lot is happening in the Champions League. Juve Zenit. We are also keeping an eye on Juventus and Zenit's match, because if Juve and Zenit stays goalless, if Zenit goes on and score, Juve is beaten. Bloody hell, I'm all in. It is helpful and points for Chelsea that way, but if it stays goalless, it's fine. Because at the end of the day, when Juventus comes and play at the Stamford Bridge, there will be time for Chelsea to climb over them in the table. Yeah, it's Marcos Alonso coming on. It's Saul coming on, prepared to come on, man. Saul, I feel for him. He has been loaned out to Chelsea because in order to have some game time. But as you can see, man, Chelsea, there is a lot of competition in the midfield. Recently, I've seen Loftus-Cheek resurgence. Jorginho not getting a chance. Kovacic sometimes not showing his potential, like the last Brentford game, misplacing a lot of passes. Thomas Tuchel says, out you go. I have a lot of players. Kante, Jorginho, staple midfield, back in. I think it will be N'Golo Kante who will be substituted if I'm not wrong. Because Jorginho will take that role and Saul will have much of a free role so that he can roam actually and press. If you disagree, you can let me know in the chat, but I think that is my opinion. And I think there will be a change on the wing-back spot on other side as well. Reece James will come on, Aspe will go off. Malmao chance. Malmao rocket into second tier. Wow. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Saul is coming on. Instructions from Thomas Tuchel. I just hope that Saul thinks that, yeah, it is my opportunity to make a claim here, because I think if we are going to play a three-man midfield, sometimes that Thomas has shown his reluctance to play inside. So Saul definitely has a chance when there is a three-man midfield to break inside the team, because he should not feel that he has made a mistake by joining Chelsea. Also, we saw Robert Loftus-Cheek coming in, taking his chances. Barkley, man, instant impact when he came on against Southampton, so you cannot rule him out as well. So, wow. Aspi, what a ball. Chance for Christensen to cross. Nothing inside. Kai Havertz had already run his run there. I wonder what was the objective there for Kai Havertz's run, because actually he was making way for someone to run in behind. And he is our number 9 right now. Callum is way off his line. Here's Saul Niguez. So, I think 3 changes, all of them together, because Chelsea don't have any opportunities. Like I said, N'Golo Kante is coming on. Man, run his show already. Lot of chances, brilliant interceptions, and things we absolutely love to see. N'Golo Kante getting at the end of the ball and getting any end of the brilliant contributions as well. Aspi is off. Kante is off. And I think that will be Chilwell off as well. Captain will be J5. Wow. Jorginho more reluctant to shake hands rather than having the armband. Wow. Reece James, come on you Blues. Come on lad. Reece James, a much more offensive weapon in terms of... Wow, it's Norwich away. At the weekend, not Newcastle. I beg your pardon. Alonso. The Spaniard is here. Can't rule, man. He made a spectacular start to the season. I will not say he's fallen down the pecking order at all, because he was brilliant all the way through the Nation League. 2 games that he played as well for the Spain. And on the basis of the performance in the Chelsea shirt, he earned his way back into the Spanish team after more than 3 years. And man, it's like the man in the form, right? Chilwell scored 3 goals back-to-back for England, club, or I beg your pardon, club, England, club, whatever it is, and put on a show almost again today as well. Was brilliant as well too. So there is a lot of competition each and every place at Chelsea team, because if you're contesting for a title, that, you know, you have to look at it that way. Chelsea, a lot of time on the ball there, a lot of familiar new faces there, but let's see where Saul slots in, because he will have a lot of chances to move forward as well this time around. He's playing on the left hand side. Jorginho's on the right hand side now. Jorginho, very late tackle there. If you have just tuned in, lads, we are watching Chelsea versus Malmao. 4-0 to Chelsea, but the biggest story and the highlight of this game, Lukaku and Werner off injured, substituted. One of them was a very heavy tackle on Lukaku, which resulted in a Chelsea penalty. Werner, hamstring issue apparently. And if you want the score updates from the other side, it's good news for Chelsea. Zenit Juventus still goalless in favor right now, but of course Juventus haven't lost a point yet, so still in contention. Then again, United at Atalanta. United from 2-0 down, they have scored 1 goal actually, and the situation there is very interesting. Mendy hasn't had anything to do here, man. Anything to deal with, basically. Mendy's had a free day in the goal. Standing there, maybe he didn't have to make a save even. Sometimes it is like that, right? You're on point always in defensive terms or whatever it is, and rarely you get a sight of a ball. I'm sure that is what your defense might want, right? To keep it locked in. Wow. Ball from Christensen for Callum. Saul brilliantly winning the ball there. I really want Saul to have those offensive options right in the front of him, right? And make the assessment accordingly. Like like Loftus-Cheek does it. He protects the ball with the body very well, and dribbling, man, you know, Loftus-Cheek. Even though he seems like he's a tall lad, a lot of physicality, bulky body, but still manages to be very quick. Thiago Silva on the ball. Wow, interestingly, lads, I want to give you an update that Bayern Benfica is goalless. Man, Bayern doesn't spare anyone. Oh, still, is Lewandowski playing or no? Lewandowski is playing and they are goalless. Sheesh. There's Christensen on the ball again. Here's Reece James. Back again from injury, Reece James, of course. Malmao, each and everybody behind the ball to defend right now, although they are 4-0 down. All that enthusiasm has gone out of the game. They were pressing since the start. There's Callum. Let off there for Chelsea. Callum's pass way too fast actually. Wow. I've just seen a tweet. A guy said that if Thomas Tuchel actually wants to rest Mendy even, I will go in the goal. Wow. Marcus Alonso all over his opposite counterpart on the right hand side there. What was that free kick about, man, ref? Slowing down the game a bit. 20 minutes or so left on the clock. Let's switch on United's game as well, side by side, so that we can have an ample of update that what is actually going on there and how are the things looking. United, of course, you know, scored late against Villarreal, very, very late indeed. But nevertheless, goal is a goal. We score it later whenever. Of course, they have Mr. Champions League in the form of Cristiano Ronaldo, so Chelsea, do they have a goal in them again? Uh, Saul taking up very offensive positions there. Wow. So far, 73 minutes gone, lads. Mendy hasn't had any shot on target to save. Saul losing the ball again. That is what Thomas is very skeptical about him. He doesn't like that of play, in whether it is Kovacic, Kante or Jorginho. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel, as you see, the man wants commitment, man. He's straight up like, why have you dropped your guard? It's 4-0 or whatever. You're being relaxed right now. The match is still left for the 17 minutes or so. Here's Saul. Jorginho, I beg your pardon. Jorginho, come on. Reece James, chance for Mason. He doesn't choose to pass it. Mason has it big. Wow, 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 wow. What a brilliant piece of link up there from Reece and Mason. Quick one-touch passes at the end. They couldn't link up actually to score a goal, but the ball goes out for the corner. Malmao defender on his toes. Wow, United have scored, lads. United have scored. It's 2-2. Atlanta have choked. They have made it 2-2 from 2-0. Who has scored? Let's see. Is it Cavani? Is it Ronaldo? It's Harry Maguire. Haha. Wow. Wow, I'm not sure why I laughed so terribly there. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be the man in charge for the more 6 weeks. If United can keep it raw, I'll say happily. But I would have loved it if they would have lost, so. But nevertheless, lads, if you're just tuning in, we are watching Chelsea versus Malmao. It's 4-0. Chelsea are cruising. 75 minutes on the clock. Chelsea have made all of their substitutions. The biggest story of the match, Lukaku injured, substituted. Werner injured, substituted. Looks like long-term injury for Werner here. But Chelsea now looking to make changes and looking to add more goals to their tally. Jorginho crossing. Ah, man. Wow. Bloody hell. How was that not going inside the net, man? Kai Havertz almost had a one-on-one fight there with the goalkeeper. How was that not gone in? He climbed over all over him. Jorginho in the unusual positions actually to make a cross. Havertz was onside, dude. What are you on about? If that was a foul, I don't know. I think that's a foul on the goalkeeper. That is why they have whistled it. But regardless, Chelsea cruising. And the latest updates in the scoreline elsewhere, of course, United have made it 2-0. United were down 0-2. The substitutions here and there have brought United success. Pogba on, Cavani on, Sancho on, and they are 2-2. They still have a chance to score a winner as well, so 13 minutes or so left on the clock, lads. 13 minutes or so. Can Chelsea go on and add some more goals to their tally? And if you're new around there, of course, thank you for tuning in. Your support always means a lot. Please drop a thumbs up on the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps the channel to grow and I always appreciate your support. Thiago Silva. By the way, lads, do comment down in the chat as well. Although it's a different game, but do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be in charge coming the next month for Man United, or will he be gone? Or if you are actually a United supporter, would you actually want him to be in charge? Because I would want him to be in charge as a Chelsea fan. I think he's good for the league. Apparently, he's very good for the league. And I think United should win against Liverpool as well, because that is what will help Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to retain his job, and that is what I basically want. So, big thumbs up. But Atalanta have choked here, man. Wow, it's pain. It's so much pain sometimes. Juve Zenit. Wow, nice. 80 minutes on the clock for Juve and Zenit. They're still goalless. Amazing, lads. The better it is for Chelsea then. Chelsea already, if you have just joined in, made plenty of substitutions recently. 3 of them together. Reece James in, Saul in, and Marcus Alonso in. On for Chilwell, Kante, and Aspilicueta. Keeping an eye that they play Norwich again on the weekend, so apparently resting their players as well. Reece James very much quick on the ball there. Quick feed. Can he make something of it? Here's Callum on his preferred left forward position. Still has the ball. Wiggling, wiggling. Kai has the ball. Here's Jorginho. Chance for a Dane to shoot. Crowd encouraging him to shoot. He doesn't. Here's Mason. He's onside. Crosses in. And the ball goes out for the corner. Chance for Chelsea to another time to whip the cross in and maybe score a 5. Wow, Bayern has just scored. Who? Leroy Sané. 1-0 just against Bayern, man. Benfica, fair play. Alonso crosses. Ah, man, come on. Mason. No one got the end of the cross, but Mason just running very late inside the box and just got a bit of deflection of his head. Not even a proper contacted header. I think it was initially aimed for Kai Havertz. He misjudged it. But regardless, that was an amazing one. I'm very much keen on keeping an eye on elsewhere as well. Young boys have scored. So Villarreal, man, wow. Villarreal is giving United a lifeline here. If United draw points, Villarreal drop points. If apparently they concede against, it will be advantage United once again. And I'm sorry, but I hate to say it. It will be a normal day in the job for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer then. The pressure will be much more less, and I think United will be third in the group in that aspect. But the way they are struggling to get outside the group, wow, United. Mount, wow. Tackling a Stewart there. Deserves a goal there, Mason Mount. Been everywhere on the field, this lad. And that is the thing that... Wow, United have scored again. It's 3. Comeback for United. Who has scored? And United players now doing their trickery. Going down on the field. Cristiano Ronaldo has scored. So it's Ole in, I guess, after all. From 0-2 to 3-2. Header from the Mr. Champions League. Mason has swapped places with Callum here, left and right. Can Atalanta get another goal back, or will it be United again? Wow, Sancho's after the ball in that game. Now it's ball management for Chelsea. But what a comeback though. A last substitution by Malmo, hopefully. Nothing to see in this game for them now. What a turnaround by United though, 3-2. Comeback win. And if from now on Villarreal are going to lose or drop points anyhow, it will be massive day for United all of a sudden. Seconds. The football turns in seconds. Reece James protecting his body very well there, earning a free kick. Don't think Chelsea will score a fifth one here. Malmo is trying their best to keep the ball in their own trust and not having a larger goal difference. Thomas has asked again them to swap flanks. Yeah, Callum and Mason. Thomas wants goals. Thomas wants them to score goals, get the goal difference up and up. Because Juve had a decent game against Malmao as well. Here's Saul on the ball. Here's Mason. Here's Reece. Almost 5 minutes left only on the clock, lads. Almost. Chelsea looking to add a fifth goal, and we won't call it seal the shop. The shop has been sealed and shut for Malmao actually. Man, come on. Juventus has just scored. Bloody hell, Juventus. 86th minute of the game. It was all going so well. Now they'll have all points. Now they'll finish. Not finish, but they have Chelsea to face again though. But they will be on the top of the group once again. '86th minute, man. What a time to score, Juventus. Dejan Kulusevski there, the goal scorer. Sheesh, dude. Hopefully the VAR rules it out like they do it against us. Hopefully. But I think the ship has sailed. Wow, the shop has sailed. He scored in the 86th minute. It is now 88th minute there, and looks like they have a goal and Juventus will have a winner. Wow, Havertz foul there. Chelsea free kick. Chance for another set piece. Maybe chance for Marcus Alonso. Wow, bro. You guys remember I said that Bayern has scored only one goal when Lewandowski is playing. These guys have made it 4-0 in in seconds. And I'm sure Lewandowski scored, right? Yes, he scored. Alonso a chance to score maybe. Oh, it's far off. Never mind. This might be a Tony Rudiger territory, like the David Luiz territory, you know? Oh my god, wow. Tony Rudiger, please don't take it again. Dude, actually, he sent the ball right in the diagonal direction. Now, if that was on target, man, maybe that would have hurt you badly. Zenit again, once again, very unlucky. They conceded against us very late, although in 70 something minutes, but very lucky here. Unlucky here, I'm sorry. And Bayern have made it 4-0. Bro. Harsh on Benfica though. Chelsea now toying with Malmao now, man. It's done. This game has been done and sealed with easily. Now I'm just checking the score lines of other games as well. There has been some massive turnarounds. Juve scored a very late goal. All of a sudden, Juve got top of the group. 86th minute winner almost. Cristiano scored almost potentially the winner. United, remember, down 0-2. They are back. They have now the scoreline of 3-2 in their favor. Ronaldo scoring 81st minute, a brilliant header to put United in front. Bayern, 60 minutes on the clock, goalless against Benfica. All of a sudden, you blink an eye, 4-0 Bayern against Benfica. Oh, Villarreal, nice, 3-1. But this scoreline would have meant much more if United would have lost or dropped points. So 90 minutes done, and let's see how much will be the additional time. This half didn't have a lot of stuff actually. That involved a lot of stoppage, so quick free kick taken there by Jorginho. Fouling again, Malmao player in the process. We are coming closer to the match day 3 of the Champions League, lads. Closer to the match day 3 of the Champions League. United players, it's happening in the favor of them right now. They are going down easily on a poke. Wasting a lot of time, as you can expect when they have the lead right now after a hell lot of minutes. Wow. What a turnaround, man. Two minutes only. The stoppage time, lads, are at 2 minutes only. As you can expect, not a lot in the second half, but the main highlight of this game was for me a devastating one. Injuries to Lukaku and Werner, and that's a very bad sign if you're a Chelsea fan. And we know Chelsea have a lot of competitions to play for. Wow, what a ball by Saul. Havertz actually wasn't expecting to get behind that ball, man. Wow. No. Malmao, lads, by the way, they have already had their goalkeeper substituted. So substituting a substitute goalkeeper is indeed a bigger problem. A very eventful day indeed. If you have just tuned in, lads, we are almost on the edge of the time. Running down the clock. Stoppage time is done. The goalkeeper's down injured. I think he has taken a hit inside his forehead, just beneath that upper line. He looks like he's in a lot of pain though. Meanwhile, on the other side, United were in the mud and they've gone back and they've got 3-2 in their favor. Can Atalanta make it 3-3 again? And I think that should be the whistle then. Oh, just saw Cristiano's reaction. He was like, man, I just won the Champions League after a comeback. But nevertheless, lads, it is the end of the road for match day 3 in the Champions League. And it's been a pleasure to have you guys here. And those who stuck around, and always a pleasure. Thank you a lot. You like the stream, it always means for the helpful for the channel to grow. And if you subscribed, indeed, it is always again very much helpful for me as a person to grow and as a channel to grow. So next time, hopefully, we'll see you soon when we'll be live back with the Premier League action or maybe with a new video. So thank you for watching as always, and until next time, peace.